Hi everybody, Eugene here with Darkroom Software. In this video we're going to change it up just a little bit. I have a video request from Michael Mendoza asking if you can use Darkroom Core as a kiosk, a reprint kiosk or a printing kiosk for Darkroom Booth. The answer is yes, you can. It would need to be running on a separate computer from the Darkroom Booth computer, so you'd have to have two separate computers running. And the printer would either need to be connected to Darkroom Core and you wouldn't have printing on Booth, or you would need to have two separate printers, one to handle the initial output on Booth, and then Core would have the printer to do reprints, enlargements. And this will also work with sending emails or SMS or uploading to Event Gallery. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right in, and towards the end of the video I will show you how you can submit your own request for future videos. So let's jump into my computer and see what's going on. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to open up Darkroom Booth, and we are going to set the Save Output and Copy Originals to a folder. Right now I'm going to use my desktop, and we're going to have to do a little bit of imagination here, that we're going to imagine that we're working on two different computers. One's a Booth computer and the other is a Core, but they will be the same computer. So I'm going to create a folder, and the name is not really too important, but I'm going to create a folder that I'm going to then share across my network. And I'm going to go to Properties, Sharing, Event Sharing, share this folder, and then make sure the permissions are for full control. And so what this means is you have to have a network with you, and you have to be able to share this folder between the two computers, because one's going to write to it and the other one's going to pull from it. And in this situation we're putting it on the Booth computer, which is really also the Core computer. But if you plan on using multiple Booth capture stations without printing, and then the printing is handled at a main Core computer, then I would actually save the folder on the Core computer and then share it to all the other computers so they can all access it, and the Booth computers would then save to that folder, multiple Booth computers, and then Core would just automatically ingest the images. Okay, so under Save Output, I'm going to make sure I select my Share with Core folder. I go ahead and just copy that folder path because I'm going to add it right here as well. And in this situation we are going to skip printing on the Booth computer, but if you wanted to print you would leave this checked. If you wanted to print automatically from Booth, I'm going to uncheck that and let the printing all happen on Core. So we're going to start a session. It's going to capture 3 images and 3 original images and the output image. And one thing I probably should have gone a little bit slower on was the copy originals and the output image are all set to full size. So when we reprint, it is a high resolution file. Okay, and that session should be complete. We'll go ahead and exit out and just make sure that those images populate in this folder, and it'll take just a moment. We want to make sure all 4 of them are there before we close Booth. Okay, so we're just imagining Booth is running on this other computer, and now we're on a different computer, which is going to be a Core computer. For now we know that Booth is outputting those images correctly. So I'm going to just scoot these over, so when we're in the Core computer it's as if the Booth computer had just captured those images. We're going to drop them in. So using our imagination, this is a brand new computer running Core at the same time as another computer running Booth. In my setup tab under camera options, I'm going to select use hot folder camera, and then I'm going to set up the hot folder camera to look at that shared folder that Booth is saving to. And I already have a catalog created in my photo library for this demo, but let me scoot these images over just a little bit so we can see a little bit more. As Booth captures those images and places them in this folder across the network, we're pretending, they're automatically going to be imported in as they are captured. So I can be in my photo workshop, and as those images are captured, they just show up. So at this point, I can select the original image or the output image and click a 4x6 and it'll send it to my printer, or I can select one of the original images and do a 4x6, or do email, upload to event gallery. If I wanted to, let me change my catalog or my package group. I can do enlargements like 8x10, 2 5x7s, wallets, 4x6, 5x7. Really whatever you want to do, or even specialty products if you have those set up. So this is a good way to, if you want to use Booth to capture and then Core to then sell prints, this is a good option. But this is a great question. I want to say thank you to Michael. If you have a request that you would like to submit, email support@darkroomsoftware.com, and in the subject line, just put in video request. More than likely, you will get a response quicker than me making a video, but you'll get a response on kind of how to do it, and then I will add it to the list of future videos that everybody can learn from, and I think everybody would appreciate any submission from anyone. So there's no guarantee that if you submit, a video will be created, but I do encourage you to make those submissions. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Here are a couple of videos that YouTube thinks that you might enjoy. Be sure to like, subscribe, but more importantly, if there's something you want to learn a little bit more about, comment below this video and I'll do my best to add it as a future video. I'll see you in the next one.